FPS games test the limits of our hand-eye coordination. To this day, the genre continues to evolve with more verticality, better graphics, and even addictive combat. Here are our most anticipated first-person shooter games. Borderlands 3.
My name is Lilith, and I need you.
This third installment is a long time coming. More shell-shaded chaos awaits us in this brand new title from Gearbox.
Down you go!
The loot shooter adventures live on as we get to use brand new heroes, gearing up for their mayhem. Moz, Flock, Amara, and Zane take center stage. Play around their different styles and experiment with their guns, gadgets, beasts, and even sorcery. With the new spaceship, we are no longer limited to the loot paradise of Pandora. So that means discovering new worlds is just the tip of the iceberg in this massive new installment. The game comes out this 13th of September. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep.
Looking to the future always brings us back.
That's right, we are going to the moon. Again. Free from their contract from Activision, Bungie is making a few changes, and the first of which is this. Their first fully standalone expansion.
There are only two groups who are going to decide what happens to Destiny next. Bungie and the players who play Destiny.
In Shadowkeep, we'll get to play as an old Destiny ally, Ares Morn, as he prepares to confront a new and mysterious nightmares on this barren satellite. In line with their separation with Activision, this means we'll get to see Destiny 2 Shadowkeep on Steam too. It's coming out this September 17th.
We must bring an end to this suffering.
The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's right, another Call of Duty title is in the works and it's coming out very soon. After a surprise announcement before E3, everyone was expecting something different for the COD franchise. Something revolutionary, something big. But then the title screen dropped and it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But don't feel bad, it's still a Call of Duty game. And as a soft reboot of the series, we still get to shoot people, play with our friends, and enjoy its rumored Battle Royale mode. Among its biggest surprise was the return of the fan favorite Captain Price.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Although he kinda looks like a different person around here. Unfortunately, we don't get to see any gameplay footage yet. But all we had to do right now is wait for more details to pop up before the game comes out this October 25th. The Outer Worlds. This is a welcome surprise during the 2018 Game Awards. It's a bit of a stretch to call this the real successor of Fallout. But with the current state of Fallout 76 right now, it might as well be. Obsidian Entertainment, the team that brought us the legendary Fallout New Vegas, returns with their true RPG experience. In the Outer Worlds, live in a vast science fiction colony. You get to decide which path you take, depending on your choices.
Hope this gun serves you better than it did me.
Shape your journey by being an absolute douchebag, or a righteous person, a villain, or maybe a hero. It all depends on you. Obsidian's quirky animation and atmosphere is still here, so we get to see how ridiculous this world is gonna be once it comes out this October 25th on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
I suppose time will tell, but no matter who this stranger chooses to be, the Halcyon colony will never be the same.
Doom Eternal. Pandemonium is just a regular Tuesday when you're the legendary Doomslayer. id Software sequel to their award-winning first-person shooter is not taking things lightly this time, and we mean it.
You are but one man.
Battle the demonic forces of hell with your massive arsenal of powerful weapons. Nothing is more satisfying than dismembering a legion of demons with your giant chainsaw. As the Doomslayer, grab the nearest rocket launchers, laser rifles, heavy machine guns, and a whole lot more. As the most heavily armed exorcist in the history of the known universe, leave no demonic survivors in this fast-paced shooter experience
It is their time to give penance.
that changed the genre forever. The game comes out this 22nd of November on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, the Switch, and the Google Stadia.
They are no longer your people to save.
13. When it comes to first-person shooting with a side of comic book artistry, there's nothing like 13. Amassing a cult following since its release on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox One way back 2013, 13 is staging its comeback, refreshed and renewed for the modern consoles. While its first iteration apparently received mixed reviews when it came out, it was still a memorable jaunt for those who enjoy the cel-shaded graphics, and perhaps X-Files' David Duchovny's portrayal of character Jason Fly.
Today he actually is dead. Well then, who am I?
As their trailer suggests, 13 is gonna be loaded with style, and we're looking forward to seeing it on the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch this November.
Складывается неблагоприятная радиационная обстановка.
Chernobylite.
But it's changing every atom of your body.
While we did talk about Stalker, there's another first-person game coming out, and it's set inside the horrors of the radioactive wasteland of Ukraine. Clearly inspired by Metro and Stalker's success, this survival horror game offers a new take on the disastrous Chernobyl explosion. Players uncover the twisted secrets of the world's worst nuclear disaster by entering the exclusion zone. They must use a variety of gadgets to scan anomalies of the irradiated mess, crafting weapons on the go and taking down mutated freaks along the way.
Want the truth. You've never wanted it.
As of writing, the game is still in deep development process. However, its Kickstarter campaign is racking up some huge donations, so if you want to help, you could put your money on it. No release date yet, but it looks promising so far. Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts. Sniper games are a polarizing bunch. Some are great and some are terrible. Sniper Elite showed us the satisfaction of watching their balls blow up in slow motion. CI Games' own Sniper entry is different, but it stays true to the core element of the genre. And as a renowned assassin, fulfill sniper contracts in modern-day Siberia and avoid the icy touch of its frozen lands. It's not a sniper game if you don't abide to the rules and objectives to the mission. Select from an array of high-tech gadgets to kill your enemies with style. That includes drones, remote turrets, sticky bombs, and even toxic gas. So that's a whole lot of choices to kill someone, so there's no way you disappoint. Once you pull the first trigger, the game is only gonna get better from there. No definite release date yet, but it comes out this 2019 on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart was introduced to us by its developers Munfish last year in what is arguably the best trailer of 2019. Atomic Heart wears its Bioshock inspiration on its sleeve. But more than the sci-fi weirdness, the trailer suggests it's got a bit of a wit on its own, juxtaposing violence with the wistful liveliness of a Russian tango. Set in a fictional Soviet Union at its zenith, play the secret agent sent on a mission. It isn't much to go on, but the potential is definitely there.
Got it. All right.
Cyberpunk 2077. The future looks grim in CD Projekt Red's ambitious new title. After Witcher 3's stellar success, they jump into the future in this ambitious new entry set in Mike Pondsmith's pen and paper RPG. And if you've seen too many Cyberpunk movies, you know it's all about the neon lights, the punk rock aesthetic, and especially Keanu Reeves.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
The game is all about the dark future. Body modification is an obsession, capitalism wins, the rich get richer, and the poor get poorer. You create your own character named V as you make consequential decisions that impact the game's story and its stylish first-person shooter combat. The game had its fair share of backlash for its shift to first-person shooter, because some others believe that the third-person genre could work in the game this huge. CDPR assured fans that this fresh perspective is created for greater immersion and feel to its dystopian society. It's coming out the 16th of April 2020.
Emergency.
Ready or not. SWAT 5 is happening, well, kind of. Somewhat taking the reins from SWAT developer Irrational Games, newbie Void Interactive bursts into the scene with an FPS grounded in reality. There won't be too much mindless shooting in Ready or Not. Its stages require a bit of a puzzle solving and knowledge of tactics and procedure.
TOC reporting. Entry team, you're cleared to make entry at Wendley. Guest entrance.
With so many ways of facing one dangerous criminal situation, you will get to decide exactly how you'll engage. While there's a career mode in which you take command of an AI SWAT team, it'll also have a PvP of SWAT team versus rogue elements. It's coming to PC and consoles late 2020. Halo Infinite. Master Chief is back in the spotlight with a refined story.
Oh, easy there, big guy. You're not...
Status report.
Status report? What? There's something you need to see, Chief.
Halo Infinite will also mark the series' deeper focus on co-op play. Play with your friends in this grand space adventure filled with beautiful vistas, fantastic biomes, and the good old sci-fi action.
No, not then! Not again! We need to run!
No, we need to fight.
While we didn't get any new look into their gameplay, which kinda sucks, exciting new news about the possible land support and split-screen feature is enough to keep the fans going. Despite the little news we know about this game, Infinite is gearing up for greatness, but it might be a little while till then. No release date yet, but it's coming out soon as a Microsoft exclusive.
I hope you're ready. Please don't die. Please. Don't die.
Head to the extraction point!
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine. Ubisoft isn't hitting the throttle on the Tom Clancy series anytime soon. There's a new co-op FPS experience that awaits us in Quarantine, and from the looks of the trailer, it seems like we're gonna have to face off with both mutants and alien beasts. Still sharing the same cooperative gameplay from Rainbow Six Siege, Quarantine is reportedly putting us in the shoes of their very own Ayla and Virgil. We're also gonna get quarantine zones that will pit us against a new threat with Rainbow Six signature gunplay and action. Apart from the E3 cinematic trailer, Ubisoft hasn't really said much about the new game, and some suggest it might be the PvE counterpart to Siege's PvP. You can find this game on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One shelves sometime in 2020. Stalker 2. HBO's Chernobyl is nothing compared to this radioactive fiasco. Before we had the Metro games, there was Stalker. It introduced us to an alternate reality where mutated freaks take residence in Moscow's irradiated wasteland. From Shadow to Call of Pripyat, the series gave players a whole new direction to the sandbox genre. This brand new title promises to be a huge improvement, especially with its new Unreal Engine 4 graphics. Unfortunately, the game is still at its early stages, but its new and updated website is sure to spark some interest to the hardcore fans. It's slated for a 2021 release. Bright Memory Infinite. Before we talk about Infinite, we need to talk about Bright Memory Episode 1. Released on Steam's Early Access, the first episode was a beautifully chaotic bullet storm that mixed FPS with lightning-fast Devil May Cry-like combat. All crafted by the one-man studio FYQD. With that being a hit, we discovered it was a stepping stone for something bigger, and that was Infinite. The trailer is more of a cinematic treat, but it does shape our expectations. That is, to expand the world of Bright Memory with story rewrites and reworked levels. Recent reports suggest it'll be a short but sweet 3 hours. Still very early in development, the release date is anybody's guess.